សមាជិកគណៈបញ្ញសង្គ្រោះជាតិប្រាជ្ញាផ្លេចមានសាមគ្គីក្រុមនានាសង្គ្រោះបម្រើការពារកម្ពុជាខ្មែរព្រមរកគ្នាពីមពីសិទ្ធិសេរីឯករាជ្យបូរណភាពអធិបតេយ្យខ្មែរបស្រីបដូរផ្ដាច់ថែរក្សាមិនឲ្យបរទេសឈ្លានពានមកត្រួតត្រាសម្បត្តិដូនតាធនធានជាតិខ្មែរព្រះអាទិត្យរាំងបំភ្លឺកម្ពុជាខ្មែរឯកភាពគ្នាដងស្រាយបញ្ហាយោបាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសង្គមអហិង្សាសិលធម៌ថ្លៃថ្លាជីវភាពរុងរឿងដីយើងពូជយើងភូខលយើងខ្មែរក្រោកឡើងសង្គ្រោះជាតិខេមរាបោះឆ្នោតឲ្យចំដល់អំណាចជូនប្រជាដើម្បីកម្ពុជារួមរឿងសេនសានជ័យយោគណៈបកសង្គ្រោះជាតិសមាជិកគណៈបកសង្គ្រោះជាតិប្រាជ្ញាថ្មីគ្មានសាមគ្គីក្រុមនានាសង្គ្រោះបម្រើការពារកម្ពុជាខ្មែរព្រមរកគ្នាពីមពីសិទ្ធិសេរីឯករាជ្យបូរណភាពអធិបតេយ្យខ្មែរប្រុសស្រីបដូរផ្ដាច់ថែរក្សាមិនឲ្យបរទេសឈ្លានពានមកត្រួតត្រាសម្បត្តិដូនតាធនធានជាតិខ្មែរព្រះអាទិត្យរាំងបំភ្លឺកម្ពុជាខ្មែរឯកភាពគ្នាដងស្រាយបញ្ហាយោបាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសង្គមអហិង្សាសិលធម៌ថ្លៃថ្លាជីវភាពរុងរឿងដីយើងពូជយើងភូខលយើងខ្មែរក្រោកឡើងសង្គ្រោះជាតិខេមរាបោះឆ្នោតឲ្យចំផ្ដល់អំណាចជូនប្រជាដើម្បីកម្ពុជារួមរឿងសេនសាន
and good evening and a warm welcome to Khmer Youth Voices for Justice. I am thrilled that you can join me tonight on our live broadcast hosted by CNRP-America. My name is Linda Wu, coming to you live from the beautiful state of California. As your host tonight, I'll be guiding you through our program. We will speak exclusively in English throughout this show to ensure our message reaches a broader audience. Our main aim tonight is to shed light on Cambodia's current political landscape for the second and third generation of Khmer youth living overseas. It is crucial that our Khmer youth overseas actively engage in advocating for democracy. So we strongly believe in empowering young individuals and encouraging their involvement in decision-making process. So please join me. Please put on the comment if you have any questions while we on live. But beside that, thank you for joining our show. Also, CNRP America Facebook Live have broadcast 6 days per week in Khmer, so also stay tuned because we have different hosts, and also they will also engage in insightful discussion on various ongoing events in Cambodia. So please join other nights as well. Today is Tuesday, December 19, 2023. Again, welcome. Actually, it's Wednesday morning, December 20 in Cambodia. Our topic for tonight is development of the 21st century, land grabs. It probably happened more before the 21st century, so but we're gonna concentrate on the last 23 years. Gonna be 24 years soon, but we will discuss about the last 23 years of land grabs. And if you were to think about this, how come the issue is still going on? My guest and I will talk in detail of what's going on in regarding land grabs in Cambodia. Talking about my guest today is Samady. He is the youth president of CNRP-America, meaning U.S. and Canada. So I am glad he's here. So let me welcome him in.
ជំរាបសួរបង
So Samady, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Bong, and you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here. And we are what December 19 already.
Yeah.
Christmas is next Monday. Any plan for Christmas?
For Christmas, just probably stay home, Bong. I need sleep. We're very exhausted because I took a lot of days off to help promote youth and also human rights Cambodia, going to different event organization to help raise issue regarding Cambodia to make sure the world know what's really going on in Cambodia and about women's right. Surprisingly, because I attend one of the organization called WFD, Westminster Foundation. They tried to reach out to the women leaders in Cambodia from the ruling party, but they kindly refused to join the event, the invitation. As a result, they invited the delegates from the U.S. that currently representing women's and genuinely fight for their right in Cambodia. Also related to land grab too, Bong. Most women's and that has been suffered through under the current government. Yes,
any idea by the representative from the country of Cambodia where she has a stand, she has a voice on international stage, and she's not showing up? What is there to do, and what is there so busy in Cambodia that she cannot even representing her own the woman voice?
Well, I think that the main women, you can say the women leaders of Cambodia, which is from the ruling party, I think it's due to the fact that they have to follow protocol and how they answer a certain question. They need to be answered the way the government want it to be, and if they join like those big event on the international scale, which have a lot of strong women leaders from different country. In this case, we're talking about Thailand, who has the women leaders from Move Forward Party. Her name is Panaka Wanich, and she's also fight for women's right in her country. And as you know, in Thailand, due to the military ruling from the previous years, women has been undermining their right, and they talk about glass ceiling, and all of those topic is very sensitive topic to the government of Cambodia, and if they want to send someone who is capable, is very tough because the stuff that they have to say most of the time is not the truth. It has to be following their guideline and protocols and trying to paint a good picture of the Cambodian government, which is very hard to do so. For me, it's very easy to do because all I speak is the truth and the current event that is actually going on. While them, they have to speak the opposite of the truth, which is what the current government did every day in Cambodia: misinformation, disinformation.
What more hard to say than peace and development in Cambodia? We have Naga women that protesting for the second year. We have Friday women, and we have all these land grabbing victims that are women. And I don't see anybody representing women from the Ministry of Women, the labor of, I think they call Ministry of Women show up and backing those women at all. So it's unfortunate. Of course, she's not going to show up to any event, international event, when she cannot freely speak about peace and development and how people not laugh at her.
Yes, Bong. So I think that's the true reason behind the Cambodian government refused to send their representative to the international event like this.
What is let me see. You are a youth, Samady. I think last week or 2 weeks ago I asked Lokbu Wikia, why should the youth concern? Why should the youth overseas, especially in America, concern about Cambodia? Why would someone like you and someone younger than you care about Cambodia, Samady?
Well, it's not the facts that why I should care. It's the fact that after you seeing the youth who have firsthand being affected and had to exile to Thailand, after you seeing it firsthand personally, um, you feel like if you were a human being, you feel hurt because they are just a bunch of kids, under 16 years old, from 9 to 16. Their parent is political activists. Due to them very outspoken inside the country, and the government see this as a threat, so they threatening to arrest them and throw them in jail, and they have no choice but to exile themselves to a third country, which is in this case Thailand. And hearing those kids, they very young, they cannot uh, speak in a very how do you say it, in a very simple way due to the lack of education, because they have been living in Thailand for almost 3 to 4 years without going to school, because they have to help their parent provide for their everyday living. And For example, hard labor to help bring back the money to the family to make sure their brother and sisters eat every day. You see that this is the reason why youth has to be involved, because we are the next generation. The older people will not be the one who help guide us and fight for our rights forever. It is us, the younger generation, who have to start learning and know what is going on inside our country, and how to practice their freedom of speech and to give them hopes. By doing this, by going to Thailand personally, see them, it gives them hopes. They feel like they are welcome the first time ever in their life, to offer a stage to talk about what they really feel inside. And they are very dedicated to get the torch passed on to them after their parent can no longer be actively involved in politics in Cambodia. This is why their involvement is very important, Bong. Is we are planting seed for the next generation and for the future.
Thank you, Samady, and our audience. If you're watching, that Samady is in Thailand. Those are, like Samady said, political activists that cross the border because they can no longer live in Cambodia due to their freedom of expressions. And we know that in Cambodia, you cannot freely express yourself. You cannot freely pick a political party because you get a threat. You can get threat and put into jail. So those are the kids of our political activists. Like somebody said, many of them come to cross the border to Thailand with their parent. And also, like somebody said, many of them are not in school, correct, somebody?
Yes.
And it's very unfortunate. And somebody said already, and I'm not sure you have shared before, that the kids ask the questions. They are Khmer. How come they cannot live in their country? They're in where the country that they born, which is Cambodia. They have to cross the border. They have to live in a small room. And I also want to announce to our audience, if you are watching, if you can help them, if you anyone that can help them, they are our frontline worker. They are meaning frontline worker, mean they are frontline people that actually voice their opinion against Hun Sen. They are in the front line, and because of their bravery, they are not able to stay in Cambodia. So if you can support them, if you can help them, it's really great because life in Thailand is not easy. And um, so I'm urging, if you can donate or you can help anything possible, please do, because it's very unfortunate that they, first of all, they have to leave their country, which is Cambodia, and have to suffer, basically stay in one room, very limited space, if you can imagine, and cannot go anywhere because, as you know, the CPP is everywhere in Thailand as well. Monitor them, and so anything else, somebody, regarding your trip to Thailand?
Regarding trip to Thailand, also on the topic of youth, I saw one of the most active youth women leaders in Japan. Her name is Mori Bora, and also another active youth from Korea, which is the Bodkitsha. All three of us went there to personally give them hopes and help organize their workshop and talked about the current situation in Thailand. And then after seeing that, as you see in the pictures, she decided to go back to Japan and organize a very large protest full of youth to welcome Honmanite to Japan. By welcoming, I'm not saying holding signs saying we feel, even though Japan is very cold, but our heart feel very warm due to some that Tapatay came to Japan. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about pushing the government of Cambodia to have a positive scenario to welcome opposition party in Cambodia instead of threatening them, arrest them, and discriminate people who support the different side, which is the opposition party in Cambodia. That's all they want to do. And by showing that they are not welcoming those type of government in Japan. So yes, Bong, that is one of I would say a big win for youth globally, and especially the youth in Japan.
Yes, this demonstrations was on Sunday, December 17. They demonstrate against Honmanite in Tokyo, the heart of Japan. So what their message is, they do not recognize Honmanite as the legitimate prime minister of Cambodia. And because Honmanite took over the post from his father in what we call fake elections. Let's watch a short clip from Radio Free Asia, and then so that way our youth can inspire and feel that they're not alone. There's other country, including America, that demonstrate again Honmanite, and also I want our youth to be inspired to get involved. So let me play a short clip. 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
សម្រាប់ក្រុមបាតកោខ្មែររាប់រយនាក់ប្រឆាំងនឹងវត្តមានលោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតបានលាន់ឮកក្រើកក្រុងតូក្យូដែលជាបេះដូងរបស់ប្រទេសជប៉ុនពួកគេមិនទទួលស្គាល់លោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតជានាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីស្របច្បាប់របស់កម្ពុជាឡើយដែលហេតុថាលោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតបានតំណែងនេះពីការផ្ទេរអំណាចពីឪពុកតាមរយៈការបោះឆ្នោតคล้ายៗបាតកម្មនេះកើតមានឡើងស្របពេលដែលលោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតកំពុងមានវត្តមាននៅលើទឹកដីជប៉ុនជាលើកដំបូងក្រោយក្លាយជានាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីទៅទុកបុកម្នេញយើងអត់ធ្វើអីប៉ុណ្ណាហើយខ្ញុំបញ្ជាក់សារមិញហើយបងប្អូនសម្ដែងមតិសម្ដែងទៅទីមួយសូមរក្សាភាពថ្លៃថ្នូរកុំធ្វើអីកុំឲ្យគេប្រមាថព្រោះផ្នែកបរទេសផ្នែកជនជាតិជប៉ុននេះតែយើងធ្វើអីបញ្រួបួរខ្មាស់គេសម្ដែងមតិដោយសារសេចក្តីថ្លៃថ្នូរជើងខ្ញុំធ្វើអីទៅចុះទី2កុំរំលោភច្បាប់ជប៉ុនប្រយ័ត្នជប៉ុនឆ្លាត
តែអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំបញ្ជាក់នេះគឺសារទៅអ្នកដឹកនាំ
លោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតនិងមេដឹកនាំអាស៊ាន8ប្រទេសផ្សេងទៀតលើកលែងតែមីយ៉ាន់ម៉ាឬភូមាកំពុងមកចូលរួមកិច្ចប្រជុំកម្ពុជារំលឹកខួបអនុស្សាវរីយ៍ជានោះគឺនៅត្រង់ថាក្នុងបាតកម្មប្រឆាំងយ៉ាងច្រើនកុះករបើទោះបីជាលោកព្យាយាមបង្កើតព្រឹត្តិការណ៍ឲ្យមានជំនួបជាមួយក្រុមអ្នកគាំទ្រខ្លួនក៏ដោយ
ចង់មានស្ដារលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យពិតប្រាកដនៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជាហើយនឹងចង់បានសិទ្ធិសេរីភាពនិងសូមឲ្យលោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតដោះលែងអ្នកទោសមនសិការដូចជាលោកថៃសិដ្ឋាកញ្ញាឈឹមស៊ីធននិងកញ្ញាសេងធីរីអីជាដើមចា៎សូមឲ្យកុំឲ្យមានចោទប្រកាន់ទៅលើអ្នកទោសនយោបាយទាំងអស់
Yes, Bong. To some people, they say, "Oh, it's only a few hundreds, 4 to 500, so that should not be a big deal." But at the same time, we should see where this protest is being hosted. It's hosted in Tokyo, the capital of Japan, and Japan is a very cultural country. They don't usually go and protest on the street like this to express their opinion when it comes to youth, and it comes down to cultural norms and values, because Japanese society often emphasizes on harmony and consensus and avoiding conflicts. And as you can see, when I watch the live, I get goosebumps, because when our Cambodian youth who live in Japan, 400 to 500 of them walking along the street, you can see the Japanese authority help them walk through the traffics to make sure everything is safe and also follow protocols. And so the police actually walk with them on the protest. And two, a lot of Japanese people in Tokyo stand on the side and watch our youth protest. And this is huge. It's very loud, because Japan don't usually have those mass protests inside of Tokyo in the capital. And it happened at the same time that Hun Manet came. Just imagine how embarrassed it is to be the Cambodian government to come and
You
see.
mean there's nothing like this in Japan?
Oh no, Bong.
Nothing like this.
If you watch
Nothing like this.
the actions of the Japanese authority, which in this case the police, they actually very respectful, bow their heads down, and ask people to make ways for a protest to walk through the city of Tokyo, which shows that the government care about its citizen more than the people that they serve. In this case, the Prime Minister of Japan.
There's Hun Manet gave his speech. What I got, he said that he urging the people to be respectful, to be not go rowdy in Japan, and so that's also the same language that he used when he was in the US as well. I just want to remind Hun Manet that in the US we have a bill that we are working on, and if Hun Manet is using his word correctly, and the word respect of other when you in other country, they wouldn't have this law. And Samady know a little bit about the bills in the Senate and also the bill in Congress. So can you help remind your audience what it is, and if it, and like I said, Hun Manet used the same sentence: respectful to each other, don't embarrass the being, don't be rowdy, don't be embarrassed, don't embarrass Cambodia in the international stage. So, but that is such a lie. If Hun Manet is actually understanding what he's saying, the U.S. wouldn't have this law.
Well, Bong, the two bills that we working on is, like you said, emphasize on respect, which is mainly respect on human rights of the Cambodian citizen, mainly those peaceful political protests. If Hunmanite really follow the word that he say respect. He should respect human right in Cambodia. He should respect those mass eviction of UNESCO, of Khmer people who live around Angkor Wat through decades, through generations. He should not forcefully evicted them from UNESCO site. And then after evicted them successfully to a land that has nothing, that have no resources, he signed a contract with the international company to develop I think it would say a resort around Angkor Wat to generate revenue. I don't know, probably go to his own pocket or people around him. So
probably will be.
Will be, yes, Bong. So if he really respect, like he claimed at one of his speech in Japan, he should first respect human right in Cambodia. And those laws will make sure that he actually respect human rights when it's being passed after the president signed.
One of them is when every time he's in the international stage, when I listen to him, I always think about the Transnational Repression Act, which is the S831 and then HR 3654. These are two of the bills that's currently in the Congress that's we have right now. And the purpose of that is because authority, not just from Cambodia, from other country like China and lately Hong Kong, right? That are intimidating their people overseas. For example, this we can see clearly, but this law does not apply to the people in Thailand, but the people in America. But we can see clearly our political activists that escaped to Thailand is being scared, being contacted, and being harassed in Thailand, even though they're no longer in Cambodia, and they harassed because of their freedom of speech and also harassed for their basically freedom of speech against the regime. Do you have anything you can share with us regarding the transnational repression lately?
The transnational repression is one of the bills that we're working on. Is basically recently my friend, her name is Joey. She's a very influential Hong Kong activist. Received asylum in the U.S. when she was young. She's around my age now, but when she was like around 20 or 19. Due to her being very outspoken, she exiled herself, and the Hong Kong government threatening her. So she exiled herself to the U.S., and the U.S. granted her U.S. citizenship. And now, after she had the U.S. citizenship, recently the Hong Kong government placed a bounty on her head, which is worth of $138,000. And just imagine a government that is heavily influenced by the Chinese government placed a bounty on a United States citizen who live in United States, practice their freedom of speech on American soil, but being threatening and put bounty on their heads. And as a result, this can be also applied to the Hong Kong activists too, the transnational repressions. So if you are being threatened by the government outside of the U.S., they will be punished through acid, in this case, frozen their asset and banned their visa from entering the United States, both diplomatic or personal visit. So this is very huge. If this bill get passed, it will shows that the U.S. will not support any authoritarian government. Like Xi Jinping freely came to San Francisco and paid millions of dollars for the Chinese student to come and raise the red flag to show their support of their their leaders coming to San Francisco. So if this bill passed, those type of picture would not happen on American soil. So this is why it's very important, Bob.
Yes, and it's exactly so. The youth has a job to do. Please contact your senator and also please contact your state representative regarding this voted this law. It is HR 3654 and then the S 831. Basically, you either can call, you can now they're almost on holiday, but you can also email them, call them, and this is very serious. Like Samady said, it's somebody already in the U.S. and get intimidation by diplomatic, personal, government official, like, and it's not something that Samady and I just talked about it. That is the finding. All those are finding from the U.S. government that show clearly that the people that live in America got intimidated by the regime, by either Cambodian regime or China or any other country. So this law, this HR 3659 and S 831, it's not just for Cambodia, it's for anyone that intimidated. And we all know that this happened in America. This happened on America land, and this also happened to our political activists from Cambodia, from all over the world. So please contact your state senator and also contact your state representative for this. And it's only take not long at all. Just email them if you don't want to call them.
Yes.
Anything you want to add regarding that, Samady?
I think that's it, Bon, regarding transnational. To show that we not only focus on Cambodia, we also focus on the bill that can be like a template, can be applied to anyone who has been under the threat of authoritarian government. And as we know, a lot of countries in Southeast Asia is currently under authoritarian government. And if we all come together and pass this law into bill, this bill into law, which is very, very huge win for all of us, we would not be intimidated by any of those foreign government outside the U.S.
Yes, and when I'm asking the youth, not only the youth, is anybody can do it. So the youthfulness can do it as well. So please join us in calling and also emailing Senator and also Congress regarding both of those bills that we want to pass. And we are hopeful that everyone is working on this. Like 2024 is something with a lot of things going on. So we hope 2024 is a good year. And in addition to that bill, we also have our own bill, Samady. And so it is a lot of work. We in foreign policy, so we asking the youth in America, especially the Khmer youth, you can also get involved with us. And when you say, oh, there's nothing to do, let me tell you, Samady can tell you, no, you can do a lot. And we have two. We have S2331 and also HR 4659. When you hear the bill that start with S2331, is that bill is start in the Senate. When you're talking about HR 4659, that start for the Congress. So when anything with the S, you have to call your senator. Anything with HR, you have to call your representative. So please pick up the phone. That two bill, that two bill is actually for Cambodia, and it's called the Cambodia Democracy and Human Rights Acts of 2023. Why do we need the bill? Because the regime does not respect human rights, doesn't respect democracy. And so in short, those two bills, S2331 And HR 4659 is to promote free and fair elections, democracy, political freedoms, and human rights in Cambodia. That sum up everything, Samady. That's what Cambodia doesn't have. So
Yes, ma'am.
so get involved, the youth, and not just the youth, everyone, please get involved. I know this is the end of the year. Congress going on vacation soon for Christmas and also for New Year, but hopefully by 2024, the end of this year and beginning of next year, I hope the youth in America and the youth overseas are fired up and inspired to start fresh for the new year.
Yes, ma'am. Um, on the topic of youth, we also have women and political activists in Cambodia who, like you said, recently has been evicted from their home, and also land grab issues in Cambodia too. And as you know, recently we talked about the first 100 days of in Cambodia. They also brought up the first 100 day, and I think their speaker, he can barely speak Khmer, saying that His Excellency Samdech Babor traveled thousands of kilometers around the world to make sure that Cambodia develop foreign policy and have close tie with the international community, and also able to borrow millions of dollars to bring back to our country. What do you think about that, Mom?
I heard the most is the word Khmer word "tẹo um, so it's ridiculous that he is clapping and congratulating the prime minister on how many miles he had traveled for the last 100 days. I am sure Samady and our leader have traveled more than that in 100 days. So there's nothing to brag about. And so it's very a shame that brought up about the mileage on traveling as a achievement. So that is nothing else to say beside achieving long distance traveling. And like I said, I have our audience right now talking about traveling. I know my dear friend Brittany probably travel more than that in in 100 days. So hopefully, so that's not real achievement. That's not a real achievement that benefit the people of Cambodia at all.
Yes, Mom. Maybe he's very proud of finally achieving Elite Star Alliance membership on how many miles he has been traveling. Besides that, yes, the first 100 days. So instead of talking about mass land eviction in Cambodia and Naga world issues and land right activists facing charges and major violation of women's right that fight for their land, like Lasatrai Mongtamok, and general human rights situation in Cambodia. We talked about how many miles our prime minister traveled instead. It's just unfortunate that we didn't focus on the bigger picture of Cambodia.
Yes, it's unfortunate. Our topic for today is the development for the 21st century. We are talking about land grabs, and the reason Samly and I were talking about this, we saw a clip this morning, and it's very heartbroken. I want to show a little bit, and so that way we all can see what's going on, and I want our youth to understand and also get involved. So hopefully they can still able to get involved. Let me see. I'm looking for the clip right now. Hold on. Okay. me find them in English so that I think there's one in English I want to show. So there's a lot of things going on this week. So hopefully you, everyone oversee how a great Christmas, and then inspire to work, inspire to for Cambodia. Let me see. I cannot find that video, but let me look for it. Hold on, our audience. I have that video. I just don't know where it is. Oh, let watch this. Let's watch the famous speech on. This is a 3-minute speech, so that way when you watch this, you can understand the beginning of this and what the regime say one thing and do different thing. Audio.
បឹងតមោកឬបឹងកប់ស្រូវគឺជាបឹងមួយដ៏ធំជាងគេនៅរាជធានីភ្នំពេញដែលអាចជាកន្លែងផ្គត់ផ្គង់ទឹកដ៏សំខាន់សម្រាប់ទីក្រុងភ្នំពេញនិងខេត្តកណ្ដាលសម្ដីនេះត្រូវបានលើកឡើងដោយផ្ទាល់ពីសំណាក់លោកហ៊ុនសែនតមោកមិនត្រូវឲ្យបាត់ទេព្រោះតមោកជាធាតុទឹកមួយគឺមានតែធ្វើឲ្យជ្រៅថែមតែបើសិនជាវារាក់វាគុំទៅរឿលទៅលិចផ្ទះប្រជាពលរដ្ឋទៅវិញទេប៉ុន្តែយ៉ាងណាក៏ដោយបឹងតមោកគឺជាបឹងដែលយើងត្រូវការពារមិនអាចคล้ายទៅជាបឹងដែលថាលុបវាដើម្បីយកទៅស្អីអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យតែរដ្ឋកោទឹកដែលមុននេះឲ្យ15ហិកតាហើយសុំ10ហិកតាថែមទៀតអញ្ចឹងគឺបញ្ហាជ្រើសរើសទីកន្លែងដែលជាតំបន់សម្រាប់ផលិតទឹកស្អាតសម្រាប់គុតគង់មកទីក្រុងភ្នំពេញប៉ុន្តែបន្ទាប់ពីមានប្រសាសន៍ដោយជាប្រវត្តិពំពាន់ស្មូតប្រូបូតផងនោះសម្ដេចគុណលោកផ្ទាល់បានបំពេញសម្ដីរបស់ខ្លួនលើសពី10ដងរួចទៅហើយដោយសម្ដេចបានសញ្ញេលុបបឹងតមោកជាបន្តបន្ទាប់អស់ចំនួនជាង750ហិកតាដែលក្នុងនោះ336ហិកតាត្រូវបានប្រគល់ឲ្យឯកជនកម្មការតាមការធ្វើអនុប្រយោគដែលជាអំណាចផ្ដាច់មុខរបស់ខ្លួនលើសពីនេះទៅទៀតក្នុងចំណោមអ្នកទទួលបានដីធ្លីជាង336ហិកតាក៏មានអង្គការសុយសុផាន់ដែលធ្លាប់លួចដីប្រជាពលរដ្ឋបរិយាកានិងកពេញលុយរដ្ឋព្រមទាំងលោកស្រីជាសុផាមដែនដែលត្រូវជាកូនរបស់លោកជាសុផារារដ្ឋមន្ត្រីក្រសួងដែនដីការកាត់ដីចែកគ្នាដូចជាកាត់នឹងភេទបែបនេះធ្វើឲ្យគេមើលឃើញថាពុំមានតម្លាភាពនោះទេហើយក៏ទទួលបានការរិះគន់ពីសង្គមស៊ីវិលគណៈបកនយោបាយនិងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋផងដែរតែជាហេតុធ្វើឲ្យសម្ដេចហ៊ុនសែនងក់ងប្រឡាស់សម្ដីរបស់ខ្លួន180ដឺក្រេអញ្ចឹងយើងមានបឹងរាំងយើងមានបឹងផលិតយើងមានបឹងកេងកងយើងមានបឹងនេះបឹងនោះសុទ្ធតែបឹងទាំងអស់នៅទីក្រុងភ្នំពេញចុះពេលនោះមិនក៏គេលុបបានឥឡូវមិនក៏ខ្ញុំលុបមិនបានក្នុងវីដេអូនេះយើងគ្មានបំណងក្នុងការចោទជាសំណួរទៅកាន់មន្ត្រីឬមេដឹកនាំណាម្នាក់ឡើយដែលហេតុថាមន្ត្រីក្នុងរបបអណ្ដើកក្នុងស្នុកនេះមានសេចក្តីក្លាហានគ្រប់គ្រាន់ក្នុងការបង្ហាញការពិតណាមួយទៅមហាជនទាល់តែសោះទាយំឆ្លងទៅយ៉ងបងហើយអត់ឆ្លើយបានទេគេណាយើងគ្រាន់តែចង់ឲ្យអ្នកទស្សនាពិចារណាដោយខ្លួនឯងថាតើនេះជាការអភិវឌ្ឍដើម្បីផលប្រយោជន៍ខ្មែរឬយ៉ាងណាគណៈពេលដែលប្រជាពលរដ្ឋសាមញ្ញតែងត្រូវបានបណ្ដឹងចេញមិនឲ្យរស់នៅតំបន់មាត់បឹងប៉ុន្តែលោកហ៊ុនសែនបានកាត់ផ្ទៃបឹងទាំងនោះឲ្យបកពួករបស់ខ្លួនទៅវិញ
I just want to give you the interactions of that bang, that lake. There are many lakes in Phnom Penh that I believe that's the last lake in Phnom Penh. I always tell our audience when I was living in Cambodia, the one of the lake I know is like Bangkok, but it's no longer Bangkok anymore. No longer there's no bang anymore. There's no lake anymore. So let me play a video from this morning that the reason for our topic. I want to let me see. Okay, let me see.
miền bơm ta bị ốc nhau mau là lum po bảo nhau mặt tới tầng mới này đây nhau được hết này và cho con ốc nhau nào nhau lúa po bảo lúa chuột mà têตะกวนเป็นลับเนี่ยเอาเจ้าวินังเมาเนี่ยเอาเรียเมาเต้นเจลวดตามปลายติดยมเรียวเคยจะอาญาเต้าขันไปเปล่าลมโลกสัดคอเข้าจิตใจบังคับขมิ้นจับเต้าดงขมายสัตว์มันเมื่อเชียงขมายกูจังเลยเอาไปติดส่งเอาเพื่อลงลูกดาวส่งเอาสมบัติไปเวลเอาไปเชียร์ปรอดมาได้แต่ไปบนหัตตาเชียงเต้ส่งไปเชียร์จุดรอดมาจูไปเชียร์ปรอดสัตว์เนี่ยรอเนี่ยลำปะทั้งออกสัตว์เชียร์ปรอดมาทั้งออกจังให้ยมเนี่ยยมเนี่ยตำเรียมใบดอกส่งจูนเปียวเนียวดาวเตยสมบัติได้ลูกตำหลังไม่ส่งจูนไปใครเมื่อกองใจพ่องปลัวกองใจไกรตรอนะปลัวกองใจเมียนไอในแต่ในบางใบปอนหัตตาเชียงลกเอาให้จังให้ยมเมียนไอออกมกระบอจิบกรรมจิตเตะปลัวกองริน
That was this morning. The video made by Radio Free Asia. I thought it was translated, but it's not. This is the protest. This is the altercations between the people that living around the lakes, the lake that you just saw, Bang Tamauk, and also this is what's going on. I believe we have the 250 families that actually still asking for justice, still asking. And you can see the lake is being put sand on, so for development. So like I said, our title is development for the 21st century. We only talking about the first 23 years. We know there's more is going on before the 21st century, but the last 23 years, and we should also ask why for the last 23 years our Cambodian people keep suffering, and the news of land grabs in every single day. You can hear about land grab in other places as well. And like Samady in beginning of the show, he always speak about the Amnesty International talking about Angkor Wat, where people are being displaced, being push and shove, intimidation to not push and shove, intimidate to move away from their land that they own for over 20, 30 years. And unfortunately, this problem is not going away. And it's like and it's like corruption. It's like cancer. I always say corruption and land grabs, it's like cancer. It will not, the issue will not solve until you cut it out. And that is the same thing. And I'm sure somebody can say the same thing. And every day we always hear about land grab in Cambodia. displaced that place, and the people that's suffering are the people of Cambodia. And the picture, the image that you see, many of them are women, many women that go out there and protest against the regime.
Yes, well, so as you can see in the video, the Cambodian authority has responded very harshly to mostly you see in the videos women and children that challenges their authority regarding their home. They're being forcefully evicted from their home, and if the government doesn't want us to use the word land grab or evictions, they should have at least, build them a nice home to stay. I'm not talking about one of those homes that the UNESCO Khmer people who has been forcefully evicted to deserted land. I'm talking about the land in the city where they can build a house, an apartment for them to live in, where they can produce a living. Yes, Bong, I'm not talking about one of those land that they have to replace them into. If you want to show that Cambodian genuinely want to improve human rights inside the country, I mean, it doesn't even cost that much money, Bong, to build an apartment in the city of each provinces to make sure they can able to work for a living too. So in this case, it is land grab, because you just go to their home, force them out of their home, break down their homes in front of them, and take the land away from them.
And somebody talking about a home, you said it's not cost a lot to build a home. There are empty buildings in Phnom Penh. There are empty buildings everywhere. Unfortunately, there's people that they move from around Angkor Wat to this place where there's no tree. You can see there's no road yet. There's road, but there's all muddy. There's no clean toilet, it's very, just throw them in the field and let them fend for themselves, and that's very very unfortunate. And when we're talking about land grab, it's the people of Cambodia depend on their land to do the business, and depend on their land for their family. When they no longer have their land, they have to start up from scratch. They're lucky. If they're lucky, the regime give them a plot of land that unlivable conditions, where they cannot even do any selling or any business in front of their house, because who gonna go to that place and buy product from them when there's not even a road to enough. When it's rain, this when it's pouring rain, there's all this mud gonna be everywhere, and there's no clean toilet neither. So we're talking about disease, so it's a lot of issues going on, and this is not just one. This is just one areas of the human right violation. And we're talking about, when we talk about land grab, we're talking about they just said the last 23 years, it's still going on. And I said the famous lake in Cambodia, the famous lake that actually the people shove and push like that, is Bangkok. And we still hear about Bangkok. I don't think that issue ever go away, but that's not just one lake. Hun San already said it. There's many lakes. And why can't he one more lake? Why we are not allow him to do it? And it's not the benefit of Cambodian people. It's the benefit of his pocket, his family pocket.
Yes, well, so that's the topic regarding human rights in Cambodia and land activists. Mostly, the people who stand up against the authority is women, as you see in the video, women and children. So this is why it's very important when we're talking about women's right, and how are they able to express their voice when they stand up and the authority use their force to throw them on the ground. And one of the ladies show her elbow that has been dragged on the asphalt on the ground by the authority for peacefully protest and ask why they're being forced out of their home. So this is all human rights topic, Bong. And the first 100 day, if you ask me, genuinely talking about human rights in Cambodia, I think the new government has failed the Cambodian people and successfully pleased the international investors.
Yes, and we all know that because there's no improvement to human rights issue in Cambodia, we can say that's reason why the tourism is still not there. Even though we're talking about crime, we're talking about cybercrime in Cambodia as well, that the regime does not solve. It's talking about economic situation where the regime does not solve. So these are issues that should be a priority for the next, for the current Honmanite cabinet. But unfortunately, the only most important thing is the mileage, that the achievement that he can bravely achieve is the mileage on how many miles that he fly.
Yes, Bong. To show how dedicated he is to borrowed money from foreign government to bring in money. But at the same time, if we look economically right now, China isn't doing that well too. And do you think the Chinese government would keep lending us money without asking back the amount of interest that the Cambodian people owe? So yes, some like Mahapatabate successfully lended money from the Chinese government, but who's paying it back? The Cambodian people. So this put us through much more debt in the future.
And also, how do we pay it back? We pay it back by our natural resources, by selling sand, shipment of sand, deforestations. And when we're talking about China, we're talking about Ream Naval Base. A couple of days ago, they have joint exercise with the China People Republican, I believe that's the name. And even though it's still a hush-hush, Ream Naval Base, a hush-hush situation, but it's still something that China will give money to the Hun regime. Basically, China would give money to the people of Cambodia. The word always say no string attached, but unfortunately, that string was pulling our natural resources, Cambodian natural resources, toward China, and that's very unfortunate as well. And our topic today is like land grabs, the problem, the issue of the 21st century, issues in the 20th century continue to the 21st century. And when I read comment on, when I watch or when I read the news, Khmer news, or anyone talking about land grabs, people always say, why is it keep happening? Why is it keep happening? How come there's no issue solved? The reason is keep happening because the regime, it's from the father to the son, and it's benefit the regime. That's why you continue to see land grabs in Cambodia, and that is like cancer. And if you are in the medical field, cancer, you need to remove it. You cannot just put medications and heal it. It's not going to do that. So like land grab is like corruptions. You cannot solve them by yourself. You have to solve them by top leadership, and the top leadership need to remove that. That top leadership need to remove in order for the people of Cambodia to survive, especially land grabs. The people of Cambodia are suffering, and the land grab is just an everyday thing, and it shouldn't be like that. We should, as a people, we should not be accustomed to land grabbing, to corruption like that, and it's been going on. And we're just talking about 21st century, meaning 23 years. Hun Sen have been, or the Hun regime have been in power for over 40 years. So please, it's for the youth overseas to understand, it's all everyone to understand that it's all benefit their family and it's not benefit for the Cambodian people. And you can see what we show all day today. I mean, for the last hour, it's very unfortunate.
Yes, well, I think we cover a lot of stuff, from the youth activists in Japan to land grab to women's rights in Cambodia. And overall, in conclusion, we see that the new government of Cambodia has failed the Cambodian people in the first 100 days in office.
And we are hopeful when we see the youth. We are hopeful that they can carry on and they can move forward and change the regime. Like I said, we start the show on Samady went to Thailand, and on Sunday, December 17th, the protest in Japan. So we are very hopeful. We are hopeful that more youth will get involved, and the power of the youth will continue to change the regime.
Yes, Mom.
Well, Samady, we are exactly an hour. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for joining the discussion. And I'm glad that you're here, giving the real voice of the youth.
Thank you, Bong, for having me here, and thank you, our audience, for joining. And I hope everyone have a wonderful Christmas, and looking forward to New Year.
Yes. Hopefully, Monday is Christmas in America. So, for those who celebrate the spirit of Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. I do celebrate Christmas, the gift giving of Christmas. So, please, doesn't matter what you celebrate or not. Hope you have a good day, a good week. It is the end of the year. Hope you 2023 great. If it's not, hopefully the 2024 good one. So I hope to see you next week and the week before that, before 2024. But if I don't see our audience because you're on vacation and stuff, see you. Hopefully you have a good vacations, good holiday, and fire up on 2024. There's a lot of work for our youth. Please join us. Please join our movement. Please join Samady. And like I said, we have a lot of work to do in America. We have a lot of work to do. Please join us, especially contacting our senator, contacting our representative. We have 4 bills that we speak earlier. Please join us, email or call. It does not take long. Join us.
Thank you, Bong, and Chumrip Lia to our audience.
Thank you, and have a good evening, everyone.